Hello everyone and welcome back to Cloud's Fortresscraft Frozen Factory, Flattsburg, episode 24. Where we last left off, I was getting my quarry set up. So I've got 3 lines coming out of each one of these hoppers, leading into these hoppers, which are set to remove only. Then I just gotta grab my paste makers. Oops. Now, unfortunately, once they start all firing off, I need one more. Huh. I thought I counted that out right. I guess I didn't. Well, getting these is easy anyway.
Crafting.
There we go. And then for their adding, oops. There we go. Now, if I want to, I can leave these blank and just come around and collect, you know, the several hundred or whatever. But I want to set this up actually to where I can just AFK it. So these are all going to be pushing into the top hopper. 3 over that way. 3 over that way. Put a heist on each. There we go. Now, whenever I'm not doing anything else, I can just stand here and collect paste. I'm at 11k now. Let's just sit here for 5 minutes and see how much I have. It's been about 5 minutes, and now we're up to 12,339. So, 1,000 every 5 minutes. That's not too bad at all, really. And this will be making paste for quite a while. I can't even see the bottom anymore. Oh wow. I happen to put this one right over a chasm. What is that? Well, you can't destroy sand? Here, let me help you out. Okay. I know it's dark, but yeah, that was pretty lucky. You went right over a natural chasm. Still hasn't hit any ore yet. So, in preparation for that, I need to start setting up how I'm going to get ore from point A to point B. Now, like I mentioned, I'd like to use minecarts for that. So we'll grab all of the pieces that I've already built. Go. I think that's everything. Yeah, that looks like everything. I've got most of it on my bar already. So here's our ore coming out the front. Front of all of these. See, how do I want to do this? I want the ore coming over here. Now I'm going to make a track system coming over here. I think I'll just extend the track out from here and have it loop over up here instead of over here. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Well, I've got everything dug out, and I'm just about done laying this track. Now I just need to get rid of the old one. No sense in leaving it here. I'm going to leave the opening, though. I don't care what the slimes get stuck on anymore. There we go. And a corner. What in the world is that? Something was getting killed down here. Anyway. So we've got the entire track laid here. And this is where I'm going to make my loading station for all of this. Can't really go too near that coal. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. So our load stations will go here, which I have 12 of. Now whoever lands on these first is going to just stop until they're full. So I'm basically dooming 11 of these. I can't put one here because if I put a hopper down there, he'll feed onto that conveyor belt. So that will do that. Then we just need hoppers. Now, I could do 2 hoppers, but I think I'm just going to do 1 for now. And I need to run a line from all of these that won't interfere with these. Split over here. I'll probably do 2 lines. I'll be right back. Now, as I'm digging the line for the ore, I'm noticing that he's still saying power low, and these guys are full. And if I come over here, this line really isn't this isn't full, so this isn't working as fast as it can. So I need to get away from this battery system here, and I need to move on to putting a laser here. And not just this laser. I believe I've unlocked all of the focusing lenses now. If not, that's fine. So, there it is. Exceptional organic lens. Now, I know I'm going to need those later for other things, but that's fine. And I'm also going to do the crystal overclocker. Really quick. That's super easy, and I need to get a bunch of those made for the research I'm currently working on. The overclocker is in here, and you need a crystal clock maker to make that, which of course I already have.
Crafting.
I'm gonna go ahead and make 2 of those right away. And the other thing I was working on, the exceptional organic lens. You need massive faceted eyes. I have 76 of those. I think I can spare a few for these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to need... I'll probably end up using more laser energy transmitters than I want to. Let's get rid of those. Try to clear up a little bit of inventory space. I'm going to try to use lasers to just beam that power over, instead of beaming them over to the battery, taking that shortcut that I am. I want to beam to him, who's going to have this exceptional lens, and then as soon as I can start polishing lenses, he's going to get a polished lens. So he's along this line here, which is pretty good. All I've got to do is move you. You can go here instead. And that gives me room for this. Sure, you can have that really good lens, but you are going to get a not as good lens. There we go. Now these guys are running, or this one's running at full power already, but that's just because he's feeding the quarry. So once I get rid of all of these lasers here. And he is powering these motorized conveyors, so he can stay there. Pull these off. Okay. That looks a little bit better, although this line still not full. Like I said, the further he gets, the more power he's going to require. So I think it's either, instead of what I could do, what I've done before, is I put a Mark IV battery on top of the Quarry. That way he basically gets as much power as he wants, because then I can then beam through 9 sides power. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. So I'll probably end up getting rid of the top 2 ones and shrinking it down. Yeah. I mean, these are pretty much just sitting here not being used anyway, because this thing cannot get enough power. It's as simple as that. I don't have enough tin plates for another one of these. I'll be right back. And I'm back with what I need. So like I said, I'm going to put Mark IV battery right on top of him, and he will draw power from the Mark IV battery. From my experience, just fine. Doesn't mean things didn't change. I'll also eventually research the Mark II solar panels and plop one of them on top of him. And he will just continue being where he is. For now. Yep, he's working at full capacity. He's at full capacity. He will get a not as good lens. And I'll put another one on top of him. Probably another one on top of him too. Those will feed over. These guys will just stack up. I'm eventually going to have to build another set of refineries. And when I do that, I'll probably run another conveyor belt like this completely around the second layer, and then the second layer will have its own fuel belt to the first layer. That way I don't run into bottlenecks there. Now, of course, he is going to just hungrily absorb all of that power. So let's let that work for a little bit longer, make sure I don't have any more issues, because I need to set up this overclocker. At least get it working. The overclocker requires a lot of power and crystal clocks. So I have crystal clocks coming out of my clockmaker, but I am coming and collecting these advanced machine blocks a lot. Not only that, I had set up so that it would make 400 of them. So I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to need to make... Oh, I left my manufacturing plant over there. Bummer. Be right back. Most people would probably just go and grab it, but I made another one. Like I said, I like having those things all over the place. Crystal clock maker. We're going to make 2 more of those. Retrieve it this time. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, I usually can't. Didn't think so. It was worth a try. Going the wrong way, elevator. Right, so these are self-filling, and they're in the way. So we have crystals coming here. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. So I can't block that. So what I'll do instead is go this way. There we go. There they are. Crystal clock makers. And they of course need hoppers. And very, very little power per second. So what I'm going to do is just send power along. If I have any green, I will use the green lasers. There we go. I have green lasers. Those use significantly less of my resources. And give myself just a little bit of room here instead of pushing them right up against each other. There we go. This is all self-feeding stuff. This can go out of the way. This is when I really, really needed alloyed blocks. When I wanted to do my battery setup that I have out here. I needed a lot of alloyed blocks to make all of those batteries. Not so much anymore. So we're going to put you add only, you add only, and there shouldn't be any reason why they don't make clocks. Well, besides the fact that there's no crystal. Let's see. That will only give them to him. There we go. He still has enough crystal coming from here. This hopper shares to that hopper, which will... I guess I don't really need this one here, but it'd be better, I think, to quicker, and we can actually do this as well. There we go. Now I need to belt these over like this, to where I have much more room, and the overclockers, they take way more power. These the crystal clock makers take 1 power per second. The overclockers take, I think it's like 200 and something. And this way. There we go. Now I've got room for a turbine here. I do not have enough parts. I don't know if I even have enough materials. Let's see. Oh, I do. Okay, let me set this up real quick. Alright, we have power coming in to this battery, and he is going to share. Now there's lenses on the power coming in. Not going to put lenses on these. They can only transfer, 320 anyway, so he is only sending... Definitely not 320, but anyway, they will get their clocks. So they only need 1, so I can go back to using the logistics hopper. And again, it takes a pretty long time. Especially because I'm not giving them the full 250 power per second that they want. But I have 2 of them. I will feed more power. He can accept significantly more power. All I gotta do is build another turbine or 2. which I don't have the resources for right now. So that will get my crystal clocks made. Or the overclocked. Because I need 64 of those. It won't take long. By the time I get this set up, and it looks like we finally hit some ore. Alright, we have ore on all of these. Now this is definitely ready for me to do something with. So I've got this path right here in the middle that I've left open for both of these. And they're just going to go one along here, one to the other side. You will go on to him. I wonder if I have any of the slopes, because I'd like to join that one with the other one. I'd like to have 2 on each line. I might just move the first one, so the first one's on that line. Oh, I went the wrong way. That's what's nice about having the jetpack, though. Okay. Yeah, instead of being all weird and fancy, I'll just get rid of that. And have him join this one. Now we go down. One will go into this one will go into this other one, and ores do transfer between hoppers if you have permissions. Ah, something's shooting me. Slimes are getting stuck here and there, and if they're stuck for a long time, they just start shooting at me. And if 20 or 30 of them get stuck in one spot and they all do it, it's instant death for me. I don't know if it's because of the mob difficulty I'm on or what, but luckily, nothing really happens when I die. Mainly for that reason. Ah, there's my other bench. Take that. Right, you're going to feed him. And you will feed him. Just like that. And the slime's hitting me again. Oh, missed me. Did you see that? I caught him red-handed. I did not assault you, my friend. You are stuck there of your own stupidity. Learn to jump. Ah. This is where the downward slopes can come in handy. There we go. Not gonna bother here. And now we have ore being added. This might not be fast enough, but now that we're hitting ore, and I know that this is just ore, there's not even any plants stuck in there. I can go ahead and set up him. Now, just to find out how many times we have to click to hit ore, so I hopefully don't put any trash on this line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so if we hit it 8 times really fast, we shouldn't pick up anything but ore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it worked. Because we have to pass over garbage to get to ore. So sometimes it likes to just throw some garbage in there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably need to hit 8 faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Perfect. Now we have coming out, hopefully, quicker than it's coming in. Or about the same speed, because now it's definitely not power. Especially because we were at a standstill and not using any power for so long. I had plenty of time to recharge. But now our slowdown is definitely going to be transporting the material. Although it looks like... I'm getting hit by slimes again. You see, like 3 of them got me at the same time there. Almost killed me that time. So I can't hang out around here too much longer. But I will probably come back. Yeah, I don't like how those 2 aren't moving. I'll probably add their own separate lines. Have all 4 of them feeding into here. And then I'll add some more hoppers around here if I have to. These slimes are making me do gymnastics to avoid death. There we go. You can't hit me all the way over here. Obviously, my Falcor system needs a lot of work. So in between episodes, I am going to set up another one of these, but significantly larger. Oh, wow. These pristines are all full. That is really cool. I have a lot of junk to get rid of, a lot of carts to get rid of. Which reminds me, I took away my depot over here. So I need to add... Oh, I didn't think I was going to go down that far. I need to add a new depot. If I even brought it with me. Probably not. Should be in here. Minecart unload, minecart depot. There we go. And we'll make a hole here. So it was a little difficult at first to tell which way they're facing. I mean, if you point it, hopefully you point it in the right direction. Yeah, there we go. It's difficult to tell which way the depot is facing, for me anyway. So I can cover up everything but him for now. Now, of course, just put the manufacturing plant here. Nickel plate, organic rock. And of course, clean out my inventory. That's a big must. Do I have any organic rock? I have 21. I don't know if that's really enough. I mean, I can use it for now just to get some more parts on the track, but I think I'll go farm more organic rock. In between episodes, of course. For now, let me grab all this nickel plate.
Crafting.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's fine. Hopper.
Crafting.
That's it for the organic rock. But hopefully that will be sufficient now. Because it's no good sorting this ore as fast as I'm sorting it if I can't get it out of here fast enough. These are all empty, so, I mean, there were 12 of them just sitting there waiting. After I add some more conveyor belts, and I'm definitely going to need to do that because the fact that the ores are not moving, I could also change them to tubes, which is a lot more expensive, and I prefer to use them down below, but that is an option. But looks like I do have enough minecarts, and this system is set. Now the only thing that's left to do is move the coal from the... it'll eventually run into a coal vein, and that's what's going to stop it. I'm going to have to set this coal to come from where it is now, and the coal is going to come over here, which, like I said, is going to make another big infusion coal setup, which will feed my defenses in the sky. But that is going to have to wait till next time, so I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you next time.